And hello there! Let's get your week rolling just right with the right mix of news and conversations. Now, whether you're catching us on TV, online, or on the radio, hop on, join the chat. I'm Paolo del Rosario.
Hello there, beautiful people. I'm Asis-Carilo. We are simulcast on Mellow 94.7 BFM. Here's your daily dose of deep dives and good vibes. Welcome to
Beautiful Day! Okay, so we got a jam-packed show, and I think it's safe to say the weekend was relatively slow. I think.
Was it?
Yeah, relatively. Kasi medyo patay yung news eh.
Parang ayoko mag-agree.
Bakit?
Sa patay yung news.
Bakit?
I don't know.
I mean, like,
because you can look at it both ways na parang, dahil araw ng patay.
Oh, yeah, where were we? Diba? San po kayo nung weekend? Diba? Nasa may patay po kayo?
I was here in the BNC studio reporting about the patay and everybody who went to see their patay. And,
so, energetic ba yung show mo?
But, pero grabe, there were more people who went to the cemeteries this year.
Yeah.
Big number of people, visitors, cemetery visitors, but it was relatively peaceful according to the NCRPO.
Yeah.
So, kahapon, when we did our traffic report, we were already seeing like heavy traffic sa, I believe that was NLEX or SLEX, dun sa may exit, like people going back. It was already standstill.
Yeah.
And alam mo yung parang nag-ipon yung...
expected though.
Yeah,
That's always the case kapag undas. And, it's always going to be something that I feel you have to prepare yourself for every single year.
I know.
Of course,
that's
right?
why when I was seeing it yesterday on screen, I was like, oh my goodness, it's a good thing I didn't go with my family to Subic.
Yeah.
Because they went to Subic, and I feel like people are still coming back now.
Yeah.
They've extended. Nag-file sila ng leave.
Again.
Sick leave for Monday. So, alam na this.
You know what? Unless you have a helicopter, there's
Are we
gonna be
talking
so
about Ferdy?
No, in general. I'm just talking about in general. Unless you have a helicopter, it's always going to be a bit difficult to go around, right? Kaya nga, there are people experimenting with mga air taxi, diba?
Yes.
So we're gonna be hoping that becomes more accessible.
But
sa
for
totoo
those
lang.
who are still going to travel, going back to Manila today, especially those who are listening through Mellow 94.7 BFM, please do take care and extra patience on the road, please. You know what? I got out of the house really early this morning. Around 5 a.m., I was already along EDSA and traffic was already horrible.
Oh,
That was 5 a.m.
Wala akong
So
traffic
extra patience
kanina.
today. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Kasi maybe
No, I
opposite
don't know.
lane?
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. But
Or baka
ako-
ka-chopper ka.
Hindi, I wish, right? But at the same time, look, we're gonna figure out if the road situations later are
Yes.
still bad, of course. But again, it was nice. It was relatively peaceful. Rest in peaceful nga when we talk about the situation over the weekend. But here today, we have a fun show because we're gonna have DJ Tony Toni and some of the boys in the Boys Night Out. If I'm not mistaken, si Gino is coming in a bit, of course. I was supposed to see Slick, but I think he also right now has parental duties to take care of.
Oh, okay. But if you're watching Slick, habol ka.
Habol, kaya pa yan.
Yeah.
Oo, kami na mo problema dito.
But yeah, we're going to be talking to the boys of Boys Night Out from its beginnings to its final sign-off.
Yeah.
Can you believe it? They are saying goodbye.
Oh.
That is not even possible. Like,
Well-
I've never imagined Boys Night Out saying goodbye. But later, we'll be talking to them. It's going to be an exciting conversation with Tony and Gino and maybe Slick Rick if he can make habol.
Lahat na. Suzy, saan ka? Sam,
Susie's
where are you?
in Japan, I
Okay.
think.
Really? Hindi, habol pa siya. Alright, so we are live over on our social media pages. Make sure you go like, share, and comment, subscribe. Where exactly are they?
There, the link is appearing on your screen.
No, but the people on
join
radio
us.
can see it.
Yes, we are simulcast on Mellow 94.7 BFM, and we're also on their Facebook page. So go ahead and send us your messages, shout outs, and your questions for our guests later on. I always check those comment sections, so feel free to send whatever our way and anywhere from the world where you are watching or listening.
Yes, sir. Maybe on the road right now.
On the road
Maybe
na.
there are
Stuck in
people
traffic, I feel.
stuck in traffic. If you're stuck in traffic, just go on our Facebook page right now and say like, I'm stuck also. Stuck with you.
Send us, stuck with you.
Stuck with you.
Stuck on you pala
Stuck on you yung kanta na yan.
Okay, speaking of traffic, let's go check the situation in major thoroughfares at this hour. First up, let's take a look at EDSA Orense in Makati. On the left side of your screens, those are the vehicles heading to Pasay City. We're seeing light traffic on that area. Opposite lane, same situation. Right side of your screens are vehicles heading to Shaw Boulevard, everything green and go. Now here's what's happening along EDSA Quezon Avenue flyover. On the left side, those are the vehicles heading to Quiapo, moderate to heavy traffic on that area. Same situation on the opposite side. Right side of your screens are vehicles heading to Quezon Memorial Circle, moderate to heavy traffic as well. Now heads up to motorists. The expanded vehicle number coding scheme is in full swing. It's a Monday, first Monday for the month of November. So vehicles with license plates ending in 1 and 2 should be off the road right about now until 10 a.m. and again later from 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. And motorists can expect a significant increase in fuel prices this week. Local oil industry sources say we can expect the price of gasoline to increase by up to 1 peso and 70 centavos per liter, kerosene by 1 peso and 75 centavos per liter, and diesel by up to a whopping 2 pesos and 70 centavos per liter. Ouch. The sources say easing of trade tensions between China and the U.S. have caused oil prices to surge with increased demand amid ongoing sanctions on Russian oil. Now, the National Capital Region Police Office is considering extending its full alert status to assist returning passengers after the Undas holidays and to prepare for Tropical Storm Tino. NCRPO spokesperson Police Major Hazel Asilo said the full alert is in effect until today, November 3, but could be extended depending on weather conditions and crowd movement. More than 422,000 visitors were recorded in Metro Manila cemeteries, with authorities reporting a generally peaceful observance of Undas. As of latest monitoring, the only reported incident was a theft at La Loma Cemetery in Caloocan, where the suspect was immediately arrested. Over 20,000 police officers remain deployed across Metro Manila to ensure safety and security as holiday travels return home.
Moving on, the Vizcaya couple is almost impossible to become state witnesses. That's according to ML Party List Representative and former DOJ Secretary Laila De Lima. In an interview on BNC's Politico Nightly, De Lima said Sara and Curly Vizcaya are obviously principal players in the flood control scandal.
Para sa akin, almost impossible na i-consider sila as state witnesses, yung Vizcaya couple, because they cannot be considered as kasi ang isang requirement nga they should not appear to be the most guilty, di ba? Sila yung in the middle of all this alam mo na, principal player sila. Kung dati yung sa PDAP scam noon, ang talagang principal player was si Janet Napoles. Dito ngayon sa flood control projects na itong scandal na itong Vizcayas ang mga principal players. So si Napoles noon talagang sinubukan ilang beses na maging state witnesses, pero tinanggihan ho namin.
Well, you know what? Taking a look at this issue, this is not the first time that we've heard this particular statement, not from former Senator Laila De Lima, but also the fact that the DOJ says that a quote cannot ascertain yet as to whether there is hostility up until we see the statements they will have to say, and that is because the ombudsman did say that there is almost absolutely no chance as well because of their quote leaning to be hostile witnesses.
That's right. Assistant Ombudsman Miko Calavano has said last week that it is impossible for them to become state witnesses because, if you'll recall, they have refused to further cooperate with the ICI. So it's their uncooperative behavior and their deep involvement in the case as well. But yes, you've mentioned the DOJ has clarified also last week that the Vizcayas are still being considered applicants to become state witnesses.
Yeah.
And they said that the investigation will continue even without the cooperation of the Discayas.
Yes, but I feel personally, just looking at all the statements are coming out, there is a more of, well, leaning towards that most likely they will not become state witnesses. The hostility, I think, needs to be confirmed more. Again, the DOJ needs to also ascertain whether or not there is hostility in their statements.
They have, what do you call this? They have said, the DOJ has said that they are still reviewing
Yes,
kung sino
exactly.
yung pwedeng gawing state witness. So we will see in the coming days kung anong mangyayari dito sa kasong ito, kung magiging state witness nga ang mga Discaya. But we also have to remember that they got around 31 billion pesos worth of public works projects over the past years. And of course, the condition to become state witness, kailangan hindi ikaw ang most guilty.
Yes, and at the same
so that
time,
is something to be studied further, reviewed further.
And at the same time, if you do become a state witness, their liability for those
Oo.
billions would, I'm not quite sure kung lahat mawawala, but at least a huge chunk
Bababa
of it.
yung
So,
punishment.
yeah.
Yes.
So you have to also consider what that could mean as well. So we gotta move on here, because if not, we're gonna have a whole podcast on this.
Yes, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is confident that the government can assemble a good and clean budget for 2026. After the president ordered lower costs on construction materials, he already sees several lawmakers with possible savings on projects, especially in infrastructure, with the savings going to priority sectors such as health, food, and education.
Even now, even just now, when upon resumption of the budget hearings, marami na nakita in both houses, in both the House of Representatives and the Senate, na magkakaroon pa tayo ng savings. So I think it will be, we will be able to show that it is in fact possible to write a good, clean budget.
Congress is also set to live stream their bicameral meetings to avoid questionable deals and insertions. PBBM added that while it is impossible to completely remove corruption, we can have it go through stricter government systems. I don't know, you can call me hopeful, but I feel like this is seeing light at the end of the tunnel, because we're seeing actions being done to ensure that we have a cleaner budget for 2026. So the BICAM sessions will be live streamed, and PBBM himself has assured na tatanggalin na yung small committee. And SP Tito Soto also assured that hindi makakalampas sa Senate yung unprogrammed funds. And he also said that only foreign assisted programs will remain. So
We have a looking glass into the process, right? Because of the live streaming of the budget hearings. The question now is, if and when yung taong bayan in general, or those watching, do see anomalies, the question now is, how can they go about and address all of that? Because, and again, there are a lot of budget hearings.
Yes.
There are a lot.
it has been ongoing since the past couple of weeks.
Yes,
Yeah.
and I'm sure that there are a few concerned groups, individuals who have their own qualms about it as well. So when taking a look at making a good and clean budget, question is, how good and clean would it be? And second, of course, how can people be more reactive to what they see, and how will that affect our entire proceedings? Because again, if we're too bogged down in it as well, syempre, it's going to affect the whole process of everything that we're doing.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a big cultural shift, and the changes required, it's going to be next level, to be quite honest. But of course, now having to move on here, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. is urging the public to keep upcoming anti-corruption protests peaceful, warning that agitators may try to incite violence during the demonstrations. Authorities are closely monitoring individuals who may cause trouble in the November 30 rallies. Marcos emphasized that police deployed on the ground are there to maintain order and not to harm the protesters. He acknowledged that public outrage is valid following revelations of widespread corruption in government projects, funds that should have been used to improve Filipino lives. On September 21, several protests across the country were also held, and tensions rose in some Metro Manila areas amid the flood control scandal investigations.
In other news, Senator Erwin Tulfo is pushing to abolish the travel tax, saying it restricts Filipinos' right to travel and makes airfare less affordable. Tulfo wants to scrap the tax in line with the 2002 ASEAN Tourism Agreement, which the Philippines signed more than a decade ago. Currently, travel taxes range from 1,620 pesos to 2,700 pesos for economy to first-class tickets, with collections split among TIEZA, CHED, and the National Commission for Culture and the Arts. For Tulfo, removing the tax would make travel more equitable and help boost tourism, bringing the country closer to its Southeast Asian neighbors in terms of competitiveness. He stressed that Filipinos deserve a travel experience that is more affordable, accessible, and culturally enriching. I am so for this.
Oh, yeah.
Travel tax, abolish it, please. Ang bigat niya, especially if you're traveling with a big family, that's around 2,000 something pesos times, let's say, like me, we travel, we're a big group, we travel, we're usually a group of 15. So 2,000 something times 15. That's how much tax we pay.
So I like how you said that it's 2,000 something kasi that means first class kayong lahat. So 15 times 2,700.
2,000 something nga.
Yan po yung yan po yung travel tax ni Asis-Carilo kasi first class ang sila all the time.
Ay, grabe.
But of course, all
But
joking.
diba, mabigat?
No, yeah, mabigat siya.
Yeah.
And I think if you go through the entire all of the writing, people are wondering, so what would that mean in terms of the funding that normally we get it from? And the argument here for Senator Tulfo is that they would have to get the budget, which normally the travel tax funds, right, from other appropriations.
Yes.
Which, to be quite honest, if we're going to talk about boosting yung tourism natin, making it cheaper, even domestically, us traveling, this could help, should help, to be quite honest, and of course going internationally as well.
If you look at yung airfare mo, the details of the money you pay for the airplane ticket, may taxes na rin doon diba? So you're paying extra tax with the travel tax. And even the process of paying the travel tax, yung ipipila ka dito and pipila ka dito, it is so inconvenient.
Yes, that's true. That's true. I mean, like, it should be simpler. It should be simpler in general, and hopefully we can have that type of setup next time around. A cheaper way to travel wherever you are.
Yes, please.
Okay, we're gonna move on here to sports. Now, Italy's Yannick Sinner has catapulted himself back to the #1 spot in the men's ranking after winning the Paris Masters crown without dropping a set by beating Canada's Felix Auger-Aliassime 6-4, 7-6. This marks his first Masters crown of the year and fifth title of 2025. This latest triumph extends his indoor hardcourt winning streak to 26 matches and has let him hop over rival Carlos Alcaraz in the standings. Now, meanwhile, in F1 racer Charles Leclerc is winning in love, announcing his engagement to model and influencer Alexandra Saint-Amandou. Now, the Ferrari driver posted this announcement on his social media, captioning a set of romantic photos with, quote, a Mr. and Mrs. Leclerc. Now, the couple have been dating since at least March of 2023, where they were spotted together at that year's Paris Fashion Week, and then confirming their relationship later at Wimbledon. Congratulations to Charles Leclerc. I love him as a racer, and it's great to see him find happiness outside the track. So we're gonna move on now to some tea. I don't think Paul was ready for that. I'm so sorry.
Okay, first cup of tea. Alam mo kung bakit? Let me just explain. Feeling ko, everybody's so distracted by the way you were pronouncing the names.
They're French.
Promise!
You gotta go
Pati sila
for it.
direct tawa ng tawa sa control room kaya hindi na play na
I love it.
on time yung OBV.
There's a bit of phlegm in it. Charles Leclerc.
Oh my goodness. Anyway, first cup of tea, my goodness. Rising Filipino boxer and son of Manny Pacquiao, Eman Bacosa, is making rounds on social media. Aside from winning in the undercard at Thrilla in Manila 2 last week, Eman is also winning hearts for his face card. Some Filipino users online are calling him Piolo Pacquiao.
Yes.
Supposedly
Agree.
for his resemblance to the actor. One user quipped, parang pinaghalong Pacquiao Piolo na may halong ding-dong. Netizens also expressed excitement for Eman's career as he carves his own path in boxing. I do agree. Look at that.
Yes.
Parang di ba? Parang si Piolo talaga. The ding-dong side.
Hindi, parang Manny. Ano ka ba? No, but again,
Diba?
Eman Bacosa.
It's Piolo.
Yeah, no, but Eman Bacosa coming in and boxing in the Thrilla Manila 2, right? Obviously, made a lot of new waves because of the face card. But personally, look, this is such great telenovela material, okay? There are two Pacquiao sons who are boxing, okay? There is a world wherein they face off against each other in the boxing ring. And I would love that just for the dramatic effect. And I would pay to watch that fight. But of course, it's good that we are talking more about Pacquiao's boxing career. Again, we are inviting all of the Pacquiao family to come on over.
Yeah,
and,
my
just
goodness.
really have a conversation.
Yesterday,
with us.
I was talking to Sheila Salaysay,
Yeah.
and then I told her that, you know what, we should get Sen Manny to guest here
Yeah.
on BNC. And then she actually texted already yesterday.
Actually,
and they
I've been
replied.
no, I've been working on it since Friday. Actually,
Yeah.
so
Parang according yata
yeah.
to Sen Manny's team, they're just waiting for an invite from Bilyonaryo.
Ayun.
So there, Sen
Nauna
Manny,
na
if you're
tayo.
tuned in, halika na, interview ka na
Oo.
namin.
Then really, even si Piolo Pacquiao din.
Oo, Piolo Pacquiao.
Oo.
Na may halong ding-dong. Hanapin ko kung saan angle yung ding-dong sa banda doon. But second cup of tea, Halloween is over, but the hangover is real. Here are some Pinoy celebrities who showed their spooky and creative side through their costumes. Box office queen Catherine Bernardo dressed as Mia Thermopolis from the cult favorite The Princess Diaries. She wore a white tube dress with matching black headphones, shades, and tiara. Meanwhile, Maris Racal, oh, you're gonna love this. She channeled the classic shake, rattle, and roll character Undin, which is best remembered as the green creature crawling out of a toilet. Maris gave Undin a campy take by wearing a glamorous green gown and a toilet seat as a headdress. International sensation Bretman Rock served Galinda realness in pair with his niece, Cleo, who dressed up as Elphaba. The two had been dressing up together every Halloween since Cleo was a toddler. And in the BNC studio, agenda anchors Karina Sanchez, Pinky Webb, Willard Cheng, and Monique Tuzon also joined the Halloween fever in their viral satirical take on the ghost flood control scandal.
Oh, si Saldi ko.
Saldi ko? Bakit ka naman si Saldi ko?
Kaya hindi niyo ako nakikita.
I am Denise. Ako si Claudine ko.
Okay.
On my way to my Gulfstream in Singapore with a bag of cash sa bag ko.
I am the Ghost Project of the DPWH. Ano ba yung mga numbers na yan? Nakikita ko 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,500, 2,500.
Okay, in
What is this?
2022, ang halaga ko ay 1,000 pesos. Dahil lahat ng mga nakikita niyong ari-arian ko, mga hiram ko lang yun. Mga hiram ko lang lahat yan.
Huh?
Now, yes, ang titulo, nasa pangalan ko ba? Wala.
I love that.
Wait lang, can I just say si Willard yung panalo? Ako, si Zaldi ko.
Kaya hindi niyo ako nakikita.
It was invisible, Willard. That was fantastic.
But I love it. I love it because again, there's so many things to love about this. I want to go through them one at a time. First of all,
Okay.
yung kay Pinky, I've seen so many Ghost Project costumes
Costumes,
over
yeah.
the
Have you
Halloween
seen
period.
Tim Yap's?
Yes, it's so
Ghost
good.
project costume. That was amazing.
Very in vogue.
Yes.
And yung kay Corina, I'm thinking so much about it. Like, I didn't know how to
In-explain
explain
niya
it.
yan.
Oo.
Shinortan lang tong video that what
Of
we
course.
saw right now. Pero the reason why bumababa kasi pinupuna na
Yes.
yung SALN. So binababaan na nila.
Yeah. Tapos yung kay Mo naman, that's her real passport. I have a feeling that's her real passport. And also, I am curious where she was able to get all those bags for the costume.
Para feeling ko isa dyan kay Pinky,
Oo,
isa kay
sa kay
Corina.
Corina. Yung sa kay Willard naman. Yan,
Yung
tatlo
bag
yan
of cash kay Willard.
Oo, bag of cash
Kaya
yun.
kasi siya si Zaldico. Nawawala siya parang si Orly Guteza, di ba?
Oh my gosh.
Where are they in the world?
Look, in terms of effort, I really love Willard's
Yes,
costume.
Willard, that's really smart.
It's
I
so
love
good.
it. So
I
witty.
love those four. So witty. And again, can't wait for I love watching Agenda, especially for the end.
Yeah, the end
The
part.
end is
Yeah.
really, it's really something. So of course, speaking about the end, of course, I think we're going to talk a bit about Boys and Out later on. But before that, I think we're going to take a look at the local weather after the break.
Plus, our horoscope of the day with Master Hans Kua. Beautiful day. We'll be right back. Don't go away.
Welcome back to So Watch a Beautiful Day. This is Weather HQ. Let's take a look at the local weather and check the latest and crucial updates on severe tropical storm Tino. Now, as of 5 a.m. today, the center of severe tropical storm Tino was estimated at 430 kilometers east of Guian in eastern Samar. Now, it packs maximum sustained winds of 110 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness of up to 135 kilometers per hour. Now, it is moving west-southwestward at 30 kilometers per hour. Now, Pag-asa has now raised tropical cyclone wind signal number 2 in the following areas. Now, residents here should brace for damaging winds and heavy rains. The central and southern portions of eastern Samar, central and southern portions of Samar, Leyte, Biliran, southern Leyte, Camotes Islands, and the eastern portion of Bohol. Signal number 2 is also in effect in Dinagat Island, Surigao del Norte, including Siargao and Bucas Grande Islands. The northeastern portion of Agusan del Norte is also affected, as well as the northern portion of Surigao del Sur. Meanwhile, signal number 1 is hoisted over Sorsogon, Masbate, including Ticao Island and Burias Island, southern portion of Albay, Romblon, southern portion of Oriental Mindoro, the southern portion of Occidental Mindoro, and the Cuyo Islands. Signal number 1 is also raised in northern Samar, the rest of eastern Samar, rest of Samar, rest of Bohol, rest of Cebu, including the Bantayan Islands, and Siquijor. Now, winds of 39 to 61 kilometers per hour may be expected within 36 hours. Signal number 1 is also up in Negros Oriental, Negros Occidental, Guimaras, Iloilo, Capiz, Aklan, Antique, including the Caluya Islands. And also, signal number 1 is up in the central portion of Surigao del Sur, northern portion of Agusan del Sur, rest of Agusan del Norte, and the eastern portion of Misamis Oriental, as well as Camiguin. Now, taking a look at the track forecast, Tino is moving west-southwestward and is expected to make landfall over eastern Samar, Leyte, or the Dinagat Islands by midnight or early tomorrow morning. Now, after crossing the Visayas region, it will emerge over the West Philippine Sea by Wednesday morning or afternoon. Now, Tino is intensifying rapidly and may reach typhoon category within the next 12 hours, possibly making landfall at or near peak intensity with maximum winds of 150 to 165 kilometers per hour and stronger gusts. Now, rapid intensification is likely, and the possibility of Tino becoming a super typhoon cannot be ruled out. Now, even as it weakens slightly over land, Tino is expected to remain a typhoon while crossing the country. Now, according to Pag-asa, there is a high risk of life-threatening and damaging storm surges within the next 48 hours over low-lying coastal communities. Storm surges of more than 3 meters are expected over in eastern Samar. Storm surges of 2 to 3 meters are expected in Dinagat Islands, eastern Samar, the eastern portion of Leyte, northern Samar, and Surigao del Norte. Storm surges of 1 to 2 meters are expected in Agusan del Norte, western and northern portions of Leyte, Aklan, Antique, Biliran, Bohol, Camiguin, Capiz, Cebu, Guimaras, Iloilo, and Masbate. Storm surges of 1 to 2 meters are also expected in Misamis Oriental, Negros Occidental, Negros Oriental, Northern Samar, Occidental Mindoro, and Oriental Mindoro. Storm surges of 1 to 2 meters are expected in Palawan, Romblon, Samar, Siquijor, Sorsogon, Southern Leyte, Surigao del Norte, and Surigao del Sur. In terms of heavy rainfall, Pag-asa also issued red rainfall warning in eastern Samar and the Dinagat Islands. It means that these areas should expect over 200 millimeters of rain or intense to torrential downpours within 24 hours. Orange rainfall warning or heavy to intense rainfall of 100 to 200 millimeters is expected in Surigao del Norte, Southern Leyte, Northern Samar, Biliran, and Samar. 50 to 100 millimeters of rain or yellow rainfall warning has been issued in Sorsogon, Camiguin, Agusan del Norte, Bohol, and Cebu. Aside from severe tropical storm Tino, the hairline will pour 50 to 100 millimeters of rain due in Aurora and in Quezon. Now, based on our latest satellite readings, the northeast monsoon will bring cloudy skies with rains over the Ilocos region, Cordillera Administrative Region, and the rest of Cagayan Valley. The shear line is another weather system that we're looking at that will bring cloudy skies with scattered rains and isolated thunderstorms over in Isabela, Aurora, and Quezon as we shift over to the weather happening in Luzon. Now, rains with gusty winds expected in Sorsogon. The trough or the extension of severe tropical storm Tino will bring cloudy skies and scattered rains and thunderstorms across the rest of the Bicol region and Mimaropa. Now, for Metro Manila, you can expect partly cloudy skies with isolated rain showers and thunderstorms this morning until the afternoon. But conditions will deteriorate this evening as severe tropical storm Tino moves closer to the Philippine land mass. Now, due to Tino, again, the stormy weather expected in eastern Visayas and central Visayas, the Dinagat Islands, and Surigao del Norte and Surigao del Sur. Rains with gusty winds are expected over the rest of Visayas and the Caraga region. Now, the trough of Tino will also bring cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms over the northern Mindanao area and the Zamboanga Peninsula as well as the Davao region. Now, for the rest of the country, you can expect partly cloudy to cloudy skies with isolated rain showers due to localized thunderstorms. So a lot to take in, so everyone who will be affected by Tino, kindly do make sure that you are taking the necessary precautions to stay safe and dry during this time. That is it for Weather HQ at the moment. And back to you.
Thank you, Pao. Now, is today going to be a lucky day for us or not? Let's go find out from our resident energizer and feng shui master, Hans Kua, in our horoscope of the day. Take it away, Master Hans.
Good morning! Beautiful day with me, Bilyonaryo Master Hans Kua. Ito po ang araw-araw na inabangang horoscope for Monday, November 3. Ready na ba tayo? Year of the Rat? May masusungit na partner. Bigyan ng space at huwag sabayan ang sungit at galit niya. White at 3. Ox naman tayo, minsan isang simpleng nandito lang ako, I'm here, ay sapat na para sa kanya. Gold at 5. Tiger naman tayo, mabilis mo matatapos ang mga trabaho. Efficiency ang susi. Purple at 8. Koy, kay Year of the Rabbit naman tayo, magpainit ng katawan sa umaga para iwas tayo sa ubo at sipon. Pink at 1. Kay Drago naman, may delay sa project. Pairalin ang creativity mo dahil ikaw ang makakasolve ng issue na to. Red at 6. Kay Snake naman tayo, huwag magpadalos-dalos sa pagsagot sa email o mga kamiting mo. Think before you speak. Blue at 7. O kay Year of the Horse naman tayo, mabigat na workload ang bubungad ngayong week na to. Unahin muna ang mga mabadali o mga easy na task. Brown at 2. Ito naman, kay Year of the Sheep, iwasan ang silent treatment. Try mo mag-open up kay partner. Green at 9. Monkey naman tayo, magandang araw para i-promote ang talents mo. Iwasan ang pagbili ng mga bagay na cute, pero hindi mo naman kailangan. Yellow at 5. Rooster naman tayo, may makakalimutang deadline, mag-set ng reminders at notes, mag-alarm. Gray at 6. Kay Dog naman tayo, huwag papatulan ang mga drama sa opisina. Mag-focus sa goal mo. Blue at 4. Kay Year of the Pig naman tayo, be careful sa pag-forward ng emails, attachment, think before you click. Silver at 7. Paalala lang, ito po'y patnubay lamang. Ang tunay na swerte ay nagsisimula sa pagiging totoo. Abangan araw-araw ang horoscope of the day. Dito lang po sa Beautiful Day with me, Master Hans Kua.
Thank you, as always, Master Hans Kua. So my horoscope today, no silent treatment. I need to open up to my partner. Mahilig pa naman ako mag-silent treatment. I think mga babae ganun talaga. Yeah, right? O, ma-agree si Ate Eileen.
Why? Why? Communication is key.
I know, but
You can
sometimes when
tell
you're
us.
upset, di ba girls are always like, are you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. Di ba? Oh, that's something that you should learn.
What? Mag-silent treatment
Hindi,
din ako.
pagka
Alam mo,
sinabi ng-
okay, fine.
pag
Sorry
sina-
mamaya away tayo ha. Away tayo mamaya.
Pag sinabi ng girl,
Tahimik lang ako.
or if you ask your girlfriend, are you okay? Or is it okay if I go out with ano? And then if she says, fine, that does not mean yes.
You know what? Say,
Mamaya tanungin natin si Tony if he agrees.
say what
If-
you mean.
if they
We're
say-
going to have such an easier
If
life.
us girls say, fine, you can go.
If you say what
that
you mean.
means no,
If you say what you mean,
try at your own risk.
Life is
Yun.
easier if you say what you mean. Okay, but who do we have
But
on our
people
socials?
who are saying what they mean are messaging us on Facebook and YouTube. We have, ang ganda ng message ni John Eric Atienza. He says, good morning. I'm always watching Beautiful Day. You both always brighten my day. Your genuine smiles and uplifting vibes remind us all to cherish the little moments. Thank you
Oh,
for
I love
spreading
that.
joy and positivity. Thank you so much. That's so nice. Ed Dolls Avenue is tuned in, watching us on Facebook. Nicolas Gordo says, teka lang, ang daming pumapasok bigla. Love hosts Anne and Paolo's positivity and optimism for the current administration's effort at clean and transparent governance.
We're hoping, diba?
I'm really rooting for, our president to succeed in ending corruption and for the government to win. Kasi at the end of the day, we all benefit from that.
Yeah.
Luz says, good morning to everyone. That's good for all, praying for our Almighty God to bless all the time, to bless us all the time.
Thank you so
Okay,
much.
Thank you. And Kuroro is also tuned in. Thank you so much. Chiquito on YouTube, always counting the days till Christmas. Thank you, Chiquito, for doing that for us every day. And Rudy Cabalhel also says hi. Thank you, guys. Our comment sections on Facebook and YouTube are still open if you guys want to send us more messages, shout-outs, and questions for our guests later.
Of course, and our guest later, it's going to be a long conversation.
Ooh, I
and that's
love it.
exactly what we wanted. First up, we go down memory lane with entertainment legend. That's right, DJ Tony Toni about the iconic radio show Boys Night Out. Don't go away. Beautiful Day. We'll be right back.
back to Beautiful Day. After the end of their iconic radio show, Boys Night Out, which ran for almost 20 years, industry legend DJ Tony Toni takes us down memory lane with his favorite moments and what's next for the boys on our hangout. Beautiful day, Tony. Welcome back to the show.
It's just like a regular thing?
Might as well be at this point.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
And it's good to see you again. Sabi ko kanina, boys. Dapat pala sinabi ko boys and girl kasi si Tin.
Slick and Gino were supposed to be here. Obviously, Sam and Tin are out of town. So like, okay, and then but then I realized, I think they texted a couple hours ago, oh, they have kids, so they have to do daddy things.
Ay nako,
things, yeah.
Gino and Slick, I have a kid too, ha? And I'm here every morning.
But that doesn't mean
But
na hindi
anyway.
kayo pwede humabol.
Oo, pwede humabol.
oo.
Yeah, kasi there's still a lot of time. Mga 45 minutes pa,
Ayan.
diba? Pwede pa
Ayun,
humabol.
so habol ba?
But first and foremost, my first question is, syempre, di ba, almost 20 years, practically a pillar in Filipino radio, in the Filipino radio industry na talaga tong Boys Night Out. How does it feel now that it's ending?
I think it was a good run. Obviously, we were the pillars, like you said, of corrupting the minds of the youth for so long.
Oh, yeah.
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 I
I was so
think-
corrupted.
I think what we did was something different. I think when we first did our show, it was unheard of being unfiltered, all out, boys being boys. And I think talk radio was not yet on the rise.
Yeah.
Podcasting was not yet on the rise. So we kind of like, I think, set the footprint of what guys really talk about in a very, very traditional format. Like this was radio. Yes, we got suspended. Yes, we got memos. I got a few more than the others. Slick, I don't think he got a memo, but we had to disrupt
Yeah.
the airwaves, and I think we still try to continue to do that. But obviously now it's a different platform. It's a different scenario. Now we have the likes of the internet. We have the likes of all these platforms, social media platforms, that we also have to adapt. If we don't adapt, we become obsolete. And sometimes when you try to be outspoken, such as myself and my team, there'll be reservations on the administrative side, on the
Yeah.
management side. So everyone thinks that I left. I didn't leave, and I would never leave. Right? So, but we'll say that for the last night out.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're gonna talk about the last night out in just a bit, but of course, syempre we want to know more about when it really sunk in for the group, not just yourself, because maybe the writing was on the wall, because it's not going to be a secret that there was tension between you guys and relatively new management of Magic at the time. So when the writing was on the wall, we've seen Tin cry a lot.
Yeah.
as usual.
Sure,
And but yeah, for you guys as a group individually, how did you find yourselves coping with the fact that a 20-year institution was finally coming to an end?
Well, ever since Sam left, we already knew that, okay. Actually, during Sam's wedding, I already knew that with him getting married, things would be different.
Yeah.
Obviously, when you add an addition to your personal life, that becomes an extension of your regular life.
That's true.
And I think it's just inevitable with the growth of Boys Night Out. Even our show, how it was in 2005, 2006, was very toxic masculinity per se, and we kind of evolved over the years.
Yeah.
We had additions to. We actually, after 3 or 4 years, we added a woman. So we had Doc Gia Sison.
Yes, you did.
And
Yeah.
we had attorney Karen Jimeno at one point.
Yeah.
She started with us. We even have Doc Rica.
Doc Rica.
Family therapist. We had Mirza Sison. So we had Naughty Riri. So we had different elements of women on the show because we're growing
Right.
as a group and as individuals. So when Sam got married and he decided to leave, that's when I knew, okay, how do we adjust? Like with all, I guess, shows or companies that have to adjust, we also had to adjust. Boys Night Out. And he asked us, hey, do we all just leave or do we stay? And I think Slick and I, when we came on board, we've been there the longest.
Yeah.
Slick's been there, I think, 30 plus years. I've been there less than that. Since he's the oldest, we kind of still wanted to continue.
Yeah.
Because we love the medium. And as they say, like, does loyalty pay? I don't know. Now that I think about it, maybe the Gen Zs and the Gen Alphas have a point as to why they hop from one profession to another.
Yeah.
The 27 years that I committed was great. Like, I wouldn't change it. And I think that's my mindset. Was like, you asked, Pao, how am I coping with it? How am I processing it? I don't think I would have met Sam, Tin, Gino if it wasn't for radio. And our beautiful listeners who up to now, when you see them on the streets or see them in different social functions, like, oh, Boys Night Out. It's that energy that that we brought to the show every night. It's like they're part of Boys Night Out. They're not looking up at us. They're like, we always made it a point where we wanted everyone to be part of our show.
Okay.
It wasn't like, we're here, you guys are here. No, we're you listen to our show, alam mo na,
Yeah. Yeah.
you're part of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I think Jojo was put probably the most one of the most influential characters on our show because he was coming from nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And it showed that, you know what? Okay itong mga tatlo eh. Pwede sila mag-hang.
Yeah. Yeah.
Kahit anong demographics, anong class,
That's true.
they embrace everyone and
Yeah.
anyone. And I think that was the whole point of Boys Night Out.
Yeah. And it's not just the hosts, growing together all throughout the years, but your listeners as well. They grew with you, with everyone in the team. How, when you look at how your listeners have evolved from yung mga listeners way, way before, what are the changes now?
Well, if you're a Boys Night Out listener, you're always a Boys Night Out listener. I think
Yeah.
alam mo na yung mindset na yan eh. You may
Yeah.
not be able to listen to our show because they say priorities took over. So a lot of them have work. A lot of them have moved to a different country. I was just in Melbourne, and two of the priests grew up. They were 14 years old listening to Boys Night Out. He's a priest in Melbourne, and the other one is Father JD. He's based here. He has a TV show, actually. And he's like, bago ka naging pare, I was listening to Boys Night Out. And I was like, are you guys serious? They're like, yeah.
Tapos nag-confession siya.
Yeah. Like, and it's funny how the other day I was just walking in through the mall, and these guys, and this is like too early for TV, but they're like, Team Maniaques, and then
Yeah.
we created a monster, but that's Boys Night Out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mga usapang lalaki na we try to be real on radio, and I think we'll forever be ingrained. I know that all of us broadcasters we're only good to our last show, but I really believe that Boys Night will live on. I don't know what's in store.
Yeah.
If you guys ask me what's next after last night out on November 10th, I don't know.
Yeah.
We're so busy.
Yeah.
Like, we couldn't even come together on this. I'm like, okay,
That's
who's
true.
free?
Yeah.
I'm like, who's free? Before, when we weren't busy, we're like, okay, game, let's go. Every event, every gimmick, we'd be there
Okay.
in full
True.
force. But life takes over. And so if you ask me, do I have time? I have time. I don't have a family. I don't have kids. So if you tell me to show up, I will show up. You know, night or day. And I'm a night person.
Pero ang tagal mo mag-reply, ha? Can
Well,
I just say, ang
that's
tagal
different.
mo mag-reply?
I only reply to guys quickly. It's with girls.
Ganon?
Iba yung usapan natin doon, ah.
Pag babae, matagal talaga.
I should be texting Tony.
My phone is gender sensitive. Pag lalaki, may notification. Pag babae, wala eh. I don't know.
Oo nga eh. Like, hindi lumalabas sa preview. But of course, when we look at the community again, I want to talk a bit more about your fans because there was a time wherein it felt that radio or even TV or any other medium, it was just one way. The whole communication, the whole interaction. Maybe you can send in things. But then I remember a time, at least when I was listening to you guys more actively back in my college days and when I interned for you guys, and you know, you basically corrupted my entire existence. There was a time na kayo nagpauso ng mga hashtag on Twitter eh. Like literally every night they would start something, a conversation on the platform formerly known as Twitter. And you would not hijack hashtags. You would create them and then it would become such a regular thing and literally thousands of messages would pour in. When you look at the fan interactions that you've had and how important they were to what the show was, just how did the fans really influence you guys from that point, maybe even before, towards the very end? Because it felt like even though there have been changes in the rosters, it did not feel like your show really changed, and I think that's what was special about it.
I think we do what we do as broadcast. First and foremost is we love the medium, but second is the lives that we affect on a daily basis. It's not glamorous. Radio is not glamorous. But the mere fact na isang tugtog ng bagong song or lumang song, it can really affect a person's mood.
Yeah.
And I think with all that we do with just the music and just conversations, in real time, we can change lives, either change their emotion, change their perspective in a small way. I know it's everyone's like, it's a dying medium. But if you love it, you'll find a way to reinvent.
Yeah.
Find a way to hybrid, which you guys are doing. You have your morning show on Mellow. You have your evening shows or other shows on Mellow, broadcasted, simulcast.
Yeah.
And I think that's what you need to do. You have to find a way to reinvent not only your show, but the medium.
Yeah.
I think we're in a day and age where technology is so fast moving and there's so much content out there. So how do you compete?
Okay.
How do you adapt to the fast changing of technology and the hashtags at that time? That's all it was. It was Facebook and I think Twitter.
Yeah.
Yun lang meron eh. So we had to adapt. So we post on our Facebook Boys Night Out Radio fan page on Facebook, and then Boys Night Out PH on Twitter, which is now X. And bahala na. If you want to be part of the show, we're gonna actually say your topic or say the topic, the hashtag, and then count you in.
Yeah.
Sino nag-send? And mentioning them, how you mentioned a while ago, the shout-outs.
Yes.
They're part of the show. And you just build on that community. But I think with us, we just came out every day with energy. I think that's the difference. We didn't half-ass it. We gave our everything, and we would actually meet and discuss after every show.
Yeah.
You know, I want to go back to how everything started, right? Because we're showing old photos of BNO.
Yeah.
So nag-start to 2006, if I'm not mistaken. And the original Gaiba was King DJ Logan and CJ the DJ, right? Bless his soul. Tama ba?
Yeah. He was with me, but on a different slot.
Okay.
So the original
Logan and
myself
you. Yeah.
and Slick. I was originally at that slot with Teta News and Mighty Mike.
Ah, yeah.
And
gosh.
we decided, and Boss I Do, which is known as Station Guy PH now.
Yeah.
I think Station Guy PH.
Hi, I do. You might be watching.
We decided that he wanted to change things up, and he wanted to get Logan out of semi-retirement.
Okay.
Since Slick and him did Boogie Nights
Yeah, yes.
and the Morning Zoo crew, I was always with Slick almost after every show that they did. So we kind of hung out. So we kind of knew our chemistry already off air.
Yeah.
And so they said, okay, why don't we do an all guys show? And I was like, game. You know me.
Yeah.
Let's create havoc. Let's disrupt the airwaves. And when Logan joined, it was crazy. It was wild. For 3 months. He only lasted 3 months.
Wow, really?
It was
Okay.
90 days.
Kasi feeling ko lumipat na siya sa amin.
He went to a station which was reformatted and didn't last long.
Okay.
Max FM.
Okay.
And after that, failed.
Tamaan si Andon, sorry.
Hindi, kasi lumipat siya sa Max and then when Max closed, he went to Wave.
Here you go.
Diba? He did the
Yeah.
evening show on Wave
Yeah.
with Chicky and for a time with me. Oo, so
There you go.
There, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, King DJ Logan is wild.
Yeah.
So doon nag-start with King DJ Logan until it became you, Slick, and Sam.
Yeah. Yeah. And then when Logan left, that was so March, April, May, June. He left. I had to find someone because it was just Slick and I for 2 months.
Okay.
Saan mo pinulot si Sam?
Saan pinulot si Sam?
So believe it or not, Sam and I, he was my intern
Really?
on his second year of college
wow.
in Ateneo, and him being my intern, Joe Schmo, who was the head of 99.5, saw him and said, "Hey, do you mind if I pirate Sam since there's no room?" And we were full roster at Magic at that time. That was 2006. And I said, sige, okay lang. I'll get him back at one point. And I said, okay, maybe not. In my head, I'm like, okay. And then when Logan left, I was like, well, the next person in line that's also very aggressive in terms of work ethic, hosting. He can handle his own show. I was like, Sam would be perfect.
Yeah.
Right? So I pitched and I asked Sam, ano ba gusto mo? What are the things that you want out of this? And he goes, gusto niya sumikat. Gusto niya chicks. Gusto niya yumaman. I was like, okay. Gusto mo? And then so I
Good answers.
I had this
Smart
I had this PowerPoint
Oo.
presentation.
Oo.
And it took him 2 months because he was, or a month and a half or 2 months, because he was doing Sam versus Sam with Sam O, the morning show. And you just don't leave a morning show. And so after a while, sumagot siya. Sige. And then he got suspended from his employer, which is 99.5.
Yeah.
Because we made a plug, a new boy's coming to town. And he didn't
And
make
he was
paalam.
still-
Hindi siya nagpaalam!
man! Ay, naku, Sam!
No! Pasaway talaga eh.
Grabe!
Why? I mean, we belong to the same owner, but still.
Yeah. Oh wow. That's insane. Sorry.
Okay,
Well, apart from Sam, because I want to
Uh-uh.
talk a bit about obviously Gino coming in brings a
Yeah.
whole new dynamic as well. And he at that point he was already a veteran. It felt like he slotted in well. He knew you guys for sure. But I want to talk about Tin. Because she was literally the only rose amongst the thorns
Yeah.
here. And you are all thorny. So when we look at the impact of Tin in particular, again, see Susie, how was that? How did that change? How was the whole thought process simply because it is called Boys Night Out?
Yeah.
And here you have Tin coming in with this particular environment. And for some people, I'm sure it was a shift.
Definitely. She's very loud. She's very alpha, and the new guy in charge didn't like that, obviously. Whenever you hear Boys Night Out, obviously, you think of guys. Walang
Yeah.
babae. But I think in this day and age na pero no maghang, di ba? I mean, all the girls here know what's up. You know, and we have nothing to hide. And we wanted to show that it's an evolution. That some girls can be one of the boys.
Yeah.
Di ba? I wanted to get Asis-Carilo nga eh. But we don't have
bakit
budget.
hindi?
I think she's
Well, that
perfect.
makes sense, yeah.
I think she's perfect for boys' night out. On
Actually.
a tomboy's
Yeah.
perspective and her marriage. Okay yan eh. Pwede.
Yeah, I agree.
Alam mo kung how many tomboys there are and how many same-sex relationships there are on a, you know, be perfect. But obviously there are budget restraints.
Budget constraints, yes.
But having Tin was great because we already know her. She knows us. She calls us out. She's a very explosive, emotional female. But it took her a while to get to where she's at. And I wanted to give her flowers because it took her a while to find her voice.
Yeah.
And if there's anything about Boys Night Out, we were never about dimming the light on anyone. If you look at all the characters, inaangat namin lahat.
That's
We
true.
want
Yeah.
you to use us. Stepping stone lang kami.
Yeah.
Ginagamit lang kami for better things, hopefully.
Yeah.
And I think that with all the guestings or all the semi co-hosts that I've mentioned, they've all done very well. Alex Calea is,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
done very well. Naughty Riri, Jojo the Love Survivor. Lahat to, we're just semi guests, but they made an impact. And they're doing their own thing, and I'm happy for them.
I wanted to ask nga about, the chemistry because that's very important. And you're all different personalities talaga, all these hosts. How does it work? And how did it work for the past, 2 decades? Syempre, nag-aaway-aaway din. May conflict din yan.
I think for us, we've never had a major argument. I think we've always made a point where we will never fight about money, babae. That's it. Those two things.
Okay.
We never fought, Slick and Sam and I. As long as we've been together as a core,
Yeah.
we've never fought about that. You do your thing, I do my thing. Whoever you want to date, that's on you. And I think it's helped the show that way.
Yeah. And of course, sorry, Tones, we're going to have to take a quick break. We're going to have so much more conversation when we return because the conversation continues. Don't go away. Beautiful day. We'll be right back. Welcome back. It's a Watching Beautiful Day. Now we are still with one of the legends of the industry, Boys Night Out host, DJ Tony Toni. All right, so we're going to start off things with a bit of pace here because, of course, there's so much history in BNO. So we want to go down memory lane. We're going to start off first here with a quick fire one. Let's go through. Let's go through a top 3 list here. I have a feeling I know who's number 1, but in terms of callers that you remember even until now, who sticks out? Your top 3?
Wow. Random calls, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay. I think this was just when we started.
Yeah.
And obviously, Boys Night Out was 9 to 12 at night. So 9 p.m. to 12 midnight. And we had this thing called Sexy Time.
Yeah.
Like, we'd say that all the time. Like, Sexy Time.
Yeah.
And so a caller, female, calls in. I don't know if we can actually say this, but just bleep me out, Derek.
No, it's live. Don't.
Walang beep ba? Walang dumper?
wag.
Wala ba kayong dumper?
Tony's like tinanong nyo, di ba?
PG tayo.
Panindigan na natin to.
Look at that. It says PG on the upper left. So,
Okay.
Okay, go.
So I'll make this as PG as possible so I don't get fined.
no, so we don't get fined.
NTRCB.
Okay.
So some female called in and she was like, "Hi," and we're like, "Hey, yeah, man."
Yeah.
man.
And then she just started moaning,
No,
and then we can hear something like, yeah, in the background. Like
Oh, wow.
It was like a motor, and we're like, "What the hell?" And then she just,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, wow. Okay.
man.
Mount Pinatubo.
So, how?
Is that allowed?
Yeah, I'm up in a
Yeah.
But
Pwede.
to be fair, mas active yung Taal volcano ngayon.
Taal.
Kanlaon,
Oo.
Kanlaon.
Kanlaon, pwede
Kanlaon,
rin.
yun.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Kanlaon.
Oh my gosh. All right, so
So that's the one. That's
very
That's
memorable.
one.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then second, the second one would be, I don't know if it's a call, but okay, fine. It was a prank.
Okay.
Okay.
So we would prank people. This was before the whole cyber law came
Yeah,
into
yeah.
effect. So we would call random people on a nightly basis.
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
And
Yes.
Yeah.
we'd have a segment called Tito Boy or Faxstone.
Yes.
When I don't know if the Gen Zs or the Gen Alphas know what a fax machine is.
Yeah.
But we'd call random people and just go, Faxstone. Faxstone.
Okay.
And it sounds like, right? If kung may Pinoy accent, the Faxstone would sound like, and then they get so mad.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
And be hilarious. And first, I guess, out of all the callers, obviously, as Paolo, I think you know who's number one.
Yeah.
Jojo, the love survivor, who called in wanting to commit suicide, was going to jump off a building
Yes.
in Ortigas.
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
We thought it was a joke. We stayed on the phone for 45 minutes. No commercials. And that was, I think we got in trouble, if I'm not mistaken, because we did that. But we didn't save a life. We saw a guy desperate because he saw his first ever girlfriend holding hands with his seatmate in the office and daughter mate. So that call changed his life.
Yes,
and
true.
changed a lot of the listeners' view on Boys Night Out.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think that kind of humanized the show.
Yeah, because you guys were inhuman at one point.
We were infamous.
Yes,
Very
you were.
infamous.
Yeah.
I remember Greg called into the KBP office and I was the last one there. Sam and Slick and our boss Aidu and engineer Arman from Quest and we were seated in front of the KBP board and I came in and they said, and one girl, or the eldest lady,
She
I
went
remember locking eyes on her as I was walking and I was so late. Said, yan ang, siya yung leader, siya yung demonyo. And I was like,
Oh my god. Oh my god.
yeah. That's why I never told my mom what I did for a living.
Really?
Oh.
Oh, that's so fun.
Until
Until
now.
now?
Until now.
Okay.
I told her I lost my job.
What does she think you do?
I told her I was fired and then she said, oh, it's okay, you can apply again.
Totoo naman. I mean, if you think about it, yes.
May position ba dito?
Yeah, I
Since
mean-
this is my second time on the show, di ba?
Pwede.
Yun, baka ma-MTRCB
But
tayo.
okay, so from talking
Baka
about
damay lahat kayo.
Actually.
from talking about top 3 calls, let's move on to maybe top 3 topics or top 3 episodes.
Oh, this is so hard.
Oh, wow. This is so difficult because this is 20 years of
Content.
Yeah.
Almost
content.
daily.
And we went from, we had a TV show. So Studio 23,
Boys Ride Out ba to?
yeah, boys,
Yeah,
or
right.
Hanging with the Boys.
Hanging with the
Okay.
boys.
And then from Hanging with the Boys, we did MTV. I think that
That might be
MTV.
the boys right out.
Yeah.
MTV, and then Channel V, and then I think with CNN,
Yes.
we did Riding with the Boys.
Yeah.
It was like before Wish.
Yeah.
Before the Wish was, there was already like we had this truck, and it was all glass, and
Yeah.
we were like hosting inside this truck.
Okay.
Na
Okay.
may aircon na wala.
Yeah.
So we'd be dripping as we're
Okay.
interviewing guests. And
Yeah.
they're like,
May aircon na wala, I love
oh, may it was like, it didn't work. But we were sweating, and I felt sorry for the guests because
Yeah, it's a sauna.
They were sweating
sauna.
too.
Yeah.
And we'd be in traffic.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
And there's it's glass.
Okay.
Okay. So
It's transparent.
We have around 5 minutes or so left. So what we're gonna do is I want to make this as inspirational and aspirational as possible right now because you guys, your longevity is almost unprecedented. You take a look at how many lives you touch, decades you touch, and the impact that you left in the industry in general. What would you say are the 3 biggest takeaways from this run for you? Your 3 lessons in either in radio or out of radio throughout this entire time.
I think at the end of the day, when you look at Boys Night Out, I want to say that consistency wins over talent and dedication. I think the 3 of us, and Gino and Tin, obviously they were at the later part of the show through the years, but the 3 of us we were complete for 17 years.
That's true.
So the 17 years, I like to say that we did not, we were relentless in
That's
terms
true.
of trying to give the best show every night,
Yeah.
whether we had guests, whether wala, and we were always accountable. So we would say if sama ng show, not a good show tonight. Hey, we need something else. We need a new spice, or no, they weren't a good guest. We were very critical of the show as a listener standpoint, and I think when you are critical with your own show on a nightly basis, it keeps your feet on the ground. And I think we like to say we were confident, but we were never mayabang.
Yeah.
Because we always said, and we always knew that we're only good to our last show. So the next day, you have to come back and beat last night's show. And so that's why I was always very hands-on.
Okay.
We didn't even have a producers. It was just ako lang and Slick and Sam.
Yeah. So
Speaking of last show,
Yeah.
you have a last show coming next week, if I'm not mistaken, November 10th.
Yeah. We were never given our last show. We were suspended. It's so ironic that we have a disclaimer on our show. Tapos, after 20 years or 19 years, we were suspended for language, unbecoming of a broadcaster, which was so, I'm not going to say it, but yeah, BS.
Okay.
So November 10, we have our last and final show, and it will be the full cast. Sam will come back, Gino will come back. It'll be Tin, myself, and Slick at Xylo. So we invite everyone that has been a part of the show. If you were listeners from 2006 onwards, we'd love for you to join us. This will be, I guess, tape this live.
Yeah.
And then we'll post it. But it'll be our goodbye show for 19 years of Boys Night Out. And I think, I don't think you'll see us collectively together on radio ever again, because it's just such a huge team to keep together. But who knows? Someone might gamble. Maybe since you guys are Bilyonarios here.
Pwede, actually.
Boss Hill,
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It can't be the end of an era.
Yeah.
It can't be.
I'd like to think that with what we accomplished, it deserves to continue. And so whether it's me, whether it's Slick, whether it's Sam, we'll see where it goes. But I can't really say, hey, we're going to do this after.
Yeah. You know, the legacy is there and the memories as well. And I hope former interns are also invited to your show. In the final
Yes.
show in Silo. But of course,
And from the sister station.
Okay,
Former
okay.
sister station.
Gising ba kayo at that time? You might be asleep.
oh, we might be 6 p.m. naman, diba? We'll be up.
6
All right.
p.m.,
So,
yeah.
and we got to wrap things up here.
Yes, we already asked you the last time you guessed it, but our show is called Beautiful Day. What makes your day beautiful, Tony?
Waking up at 5:30 a.m. I just love it. I'm jobless. Wala akong trabaho.
DJ Tony
Wala akong
Toni.
worry.
DJ Tony taking us a trip down memory lane as the Boys Night Out wrap up their final show. And of course, I can't wait for that event happening in Silo, November 10.
Thank
so
you, Tony.
we
No,
gotta
no,
go.
thank you.
No worries.
Can we get one yeah man together?
All right.
Okay.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, it's an honor. All right.
3, 2, 1.
Yeah, man! It is also 52 days. That's 53. As we go to 52 beautiful days till Christmas. Thank you so much, Tones. We'll
Thank
see
you.
you in
Thank you, guys.
Silo.
Thank you, our listeners.
Appreciate you guys. That's a wrap on our show this Monday, November 3. Thanks so much for joining us. I'm Paolo del Rosario. Remember, keep it cool and take it easy.
And I'm Ann Asis-Carilo. Have a great day ahead, and always remember to choose joy and spread love and kindness wherever this day takes you. See you again tomorrow, 7 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. only here on
Beautiful day.
Day.
Join in any reindeer game. In one fall we could